think to yourself, in all the 5 prayers or how many that you're praying, I really hope and I really pray that all of us be able to offer our 5 prayers that are first, that are mandatory to perform. I really pray that all of us be able to do that. Just think, when you are offering prayer, Allah says that is when you are directly talking to me. You are conversing to me. Allah, the creator of this world, the creator of everything, the God, the Almighty, He is talking to us when we are offering prayer. Our minds cannot even comprehend that. How awesome is that we are conversing with the Almighty and we don't even pay attention? Ask yourself this question. Do you feel the connection when you are offering prayer? Do you feel the connection with Allah? And if not, then why not? And what can we do to improve the situation? What's the solution? How can we be more mindful? The first step is that we have to realize that we need to be mindful. When you stand up for performing wudu, you have to start thinking about Allah. Every step of the wudu, when you're washing your face, when you're washing your arms, when you're washing your feet, you have to think about Allah. You have to constantly think about all the good things that you're going to gain from this, and you have to think about Prophet, how he performed wudu, and if you're doing it right, you lay your prayer mat and you look at it. Oftentimes the prayer mats have some kind of image of a mosque or the Kaaba. Look at it, think about it, picture the real Kaaba in your head. And this is something that helps me to regain my focus during the salah, that whatever surah that I'm reciting, I start thinking about how it is written in the Quran, and that helps me a lot. That could help you as well. Maybe try that. But just be mindful that now I'm gonna be engaging in a conversation with Allah. One of the most beneficial way that you can do it is actually, obviously people who know Arabic, Quranic Arabic, they know what all these verses mean. But for all the other people like me and you who don't know Arabic, one thing that is a must, I think, for us is to read the translation of the whole salah. Everything that we recite during the salah, we have to know the translation of it. We have to even learn it so we know what we are saying. And that way we can be more close to Allah. That way we can put our minds onto this conversation that we are having with the Almighty, and we can feel a connection. We are supposed to feel a connection when we offer our prayers. Do we feel the connection? I was talking to my friend about this situation one day, and she explained it so well. And she said that when she offers prayer, she feels like there's this buffering that's happening, a loading, and that buffering is never completed before her salah ends. And that way she is never connected because the loading screen never ended. It's like there was this loss of connection. It wasn't connected, and the salah ends, and you never feel connected. You were never connected. And honestly, I really, really pray that all of us could get out of this situation. I just really wish that we could get out of this situation and we could feel connected even before the salah starts. It's like whenever I see scholars and muftis offering prayers and then making dua and they start crying every time, I feel so envious of them because I see them and I'm like, oh man, why does my heart not melt like that? I offer prayers. I love Allah. But why does my heart not melt like these people? And this is a blessing. This is a blessing and we should all pray for it. And that could only happen when we honestly start practicing this mindset that this is our number one priority. Because all these distractions that cause this break of connection between us and Allah is dunya, is this world, is the love and distractions of this world. We are way too into dunya that namaz and all the other things sort of feel like this spiritual thing that we feel like we can't be connected with because that's not real in a way. We believe obviously in the hereafter, we believe in heaven and hell and the other world, the second world, the world of eternity that we're all gonna go to after we die in this world. But we don't process it. We believe in it, but we don't process it. And that's one of the reasons why we can't feel the dunya, and the love for dunya, the world, has taken up so much of our brain that it has become almost impossible for us to make space for anything else. And the first step is to realize that whatever is in this dunya will stay here and end. It's not eternal, it's not the final thing. Our prayers, our salah, this is what will help us. This is what will stay with us even after we die. Because this dunya, what I'm gonna cook, my exams, what I'm gonna do about my life in my teens and my 20s, and what I should put on my resume, and what impression do I make on people, and if I'm beautiful enough, and if my hair needs a haircut, or the shopping that I am going to go on. All of this is such superficial things. It's like all of this is such an unimportant thing. Nobody knows when they're gonna die. It could be right now. I could literally die right now. Right now. And all of that will be left behind. So I think we need to constantly remind ourselves. It's sort of hard. It is. When you're so much into it, it's gonna be a big task to come out of this mindset that dunya is all that matters, and this obsession almost that we have with all the worldly matters. It's gonna take some time, so I'm gonna say it, fake it till you make it. Keep reminding yourself that this is temporary, this is not the final thing, and keep saying this to yourself no matter what you're doing, that this will end. But the connection with your Lord is something that's eternal. Your salahs are what's gonna matter in the next world, which is the main world. I know I sound like some Islamic scholar, even though I have no study, unfortunately. And I hope you guys are not annoyed that why is this girl talking like she has knowledge or something, she's someone. But it's just something that I have been thinking about a lot, and something that I really want to focus on. So so I wanted to make this episode to, take you guys with me. Maybe I could change the heart of one person, and that would be more than enough. And I hope I could contribute in your lives in a positive way for the better. Yeah. And generally, the world right now is so fast. It's ever changing. It's like in this race that everything is so fast, and if you don't catch up you're going to be left behind, and it's this almost like a panic in the world right now that I feel like we need to slow down. We need to come back to what's actually important. And it's going at this mad pace of speed that it's almost impossible at this point to catch up with the world. And all of us are trying, insanely trying, to just keep up with the world, to somehow join the first line in the race. And we think that we're going to be trampled over by the world if we don't pick up our speed and do everything that we can to make our life better in this world, when this world is just literally so close to end. Honestly, that's why it's panicking. In my belief, this is why the world is panicking, because it's literally about to explode and end. Okay, I didn't mean to sound so pessimistic. I'm not. I just think that we are so madly invested in this life that we are losing our connection with Allah more and more and more, and our prayers and our worships are becoming more and more meaningless and lifeless when these are the things that are actually important. So I really want us all to just slow down, even take a step back and look at the bigger picture, think about everything, consider everything, and then step forward, but in the right direction, in the right way, put the right foot first, and yeah, of course, work in the world as well, of course, but don't leave the second world, the main world behind. Don't leave that for this finite world. It's so important for us to detox from everything that we are doing in this world for this world.